whatever. Or Totally Flawed review. And I've been watching a film called Visited Hours. I've been watching this. It stars William Shatner. It's got a good cast actually. I was watching this now. I was just like, wow, what a movie! Oh, let me get to it. Okay, right. Psychopathic killer viciously attacks a woman journalist when she turns home from a TV broadcast. She survives, but the killer refuses to give up, which he doesn't. He's completely nuts. And Michael Ironside is excellent in this. And any girl who stands in his way is for similar treatment. The trial leads to a hospital where the journalist is at. The trial leads to a journalist where the journalist is at last cornered and finds that she has no one to turn to for help. This exciting and superbly constructed exercise in terror stars Michael Ironside as the Ripper, who likes to photograph as well as murder victims. Lee Grant as the terrified journalist, and William Shatner of TV Star Trek fame as TV producer boss. This Hours is produced by P.R. David and Victor Salinkasi, the men responsible for The Brood and Scanners, and directed by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Lord. Yeah, Lord is a lord. So yeah, been watching this now, right? Oh wow, what a movie! It's a good thriller. It's one of the movies. Okay, right at the beginning of the film, we see this like TV journalist. Of course, she's having this like she's on TV right, she's having a discussion with this guy right about this girl getting like attacked and stuff, and like this, and William Shatner's character's kind of going, "What is she doing?" Because they're having a bit of a discussion. They're not agreeing what they're saying, each other's saying. But anyway, she returns home, right? Actually, it's like a 1 hour 45 minutes of film, so I'm not going to explain it part of the story. So she returns home, right? And of course, something doesn't seem right. She goes home, right? And she, it's like the place is a mess. You've got stuff all over the place, and she goes upstairs, and because she goes into this part of the house, right? It's like the bird's been let out, and the window's open and stuff. So she goes upstairs. Of course, she has a parrot upstairs. It's like a big parrot. And someone's like left the water on in the bathroom. Of course, the next minute you see this crazy guy come out with this like stuff on his face, jewelry and stuff like. And I'm just like, it's crazy. And at first I didn't realise it. Well, I thought, oh my god, it's Michael Ironside. Of course it is, because his name did pop up in the credits. And he's completely nuts in this, but actually, he's great, and I like his character. He's evil, he's nasty, but at the same time, he has a backstory. You do see certain parts of the movie where you see a backstory as a kid, and his dad is not being, abusing his mum and stuff like that. And not a nice guy. Completely turned him completely nuts. So anyway, she gets attacked by this guy, right? She ends up at hospital, and she meets this She meets this quite attractive nurse. Actually, very attractive nurse, of course. And of course, he homes his attentions on her after. So what happens with her? Yeah, she meets this nurse. I can't remember. I don't know the names of some of these characters. Very attractive nurse, of course. Then he follows her home. Because she has kids, you see. She has kids. She has this babysitter. I wonder who she was. I thought. I was kind of hoping she was Anyway, so she meets this attractive babysitter, you see, I know like what the but you think, oh, this is not good. She's gone and led him to her house, so he knows where she lives now. So anyway, you do see William Shatner's characters a few times visit her and the news reader and the woman who got attacked in the home. You do see her a few return time visits. He sometimes visits in the hospital. So anyway, he somehow managed to get into the hospital, but actually pretending to be part of the staff and stuff like that. He somehow managed to sneak into the hospital all the time. Every time he's always sneaking in all the time. It's like, how the hell is he doing this all the time? He's quite a smart guy. But then when you see him return home, right, he's got his home, right, where he has this, I don't know how it is, but he has this little room, and it's kind of like, it's got these like pictures of his victims and stuff like that, and the people that he's after, he's stalking. He's kind of a stalker killer kind of character. And he meets this girl in it, it's quite an attractive girl. And he starts, first of all she's saying, oh, he seems alright, a bad boy, And he returns home And he starts doing weird stuff with her, like saying, because he pours like, she gets like alcohol, like beer or whatever it is, alcohol on her bottom, so it tells her to pull them down. Right? I mean, she's good looking girl. And then he does something quite nasty to her, beats her up and stuff and whatever. He's not a nice character. He does kill a few characters in the hospital and stuff like that. He's a clever character. He's a very clever killer, psychopath. You know, he might be a psychotic, crazy killer, but he's quite clever. Because his last part was quite intelligent, what he does. So I was like, Jesus Christ, he's smart. So anyway, there's a lot of great scenes in this film. I mean, I don't want to explain the whole story because it's like a 1 hour 45-minute film. There's a lot happening, but it's quite shocking certain parts when he kills his victims and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. There's one victim, he kills this guy. I think it's the same guy. Because he plays part of the staff, right? And he's he's in like a wheelchair, right? So that's the only way you can get into the hospitals, by pretending to be staff, and he's clever like that. And he rolls this guy in, right? And I think he kills the same guy later on in the movie by sticking a ball in his. He has this like this thing where he squashes this ball, and he sticks it in his mouth. One of the patients, right? And then he stabs him and stuff. He puts like tape it and he stabs him and stuff like that. That was a crazy scene. And actually, before he does that, further back in the movie, he kills this victim because he thinks it's the newsreader that he tried to that he attacked, and he kills her, right? No, he kills her and he kills this nurse. That's what it all kind of like. So like I said, he's a crazy character. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he's a clever character. He's not friendly, but I do like the fact that he has a backstory, why he became what he was, what he is. But he's not a nice guy. You don't have sympathy towards this guy. I suppose if you watch it and you think to yourself, well, if his life turned out better, he'll be probably a better person. Who knows? He might still be the same. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, so anyway. Oh, I'm trying to think. There's a lot happening in this film. When you see that's when you see his home, right? There's another part in the film where he returns home, right, and the Fingers character, the girl he attacked, goes back there and makes the mess of the place and puts like writes things on the wall, and she writes things on the wall. I think, who the hell's done that? And then you think, I bet it's like girl he attacked. There's another part in the movie where he goes to the because after when how happens? He goes to the nurse's home. No, he goes to the nurse's home where she lives, right? But of course, the kid has this like toy that makes this noise. So he does that down the phone, and she ends up back at home, which is, of course, there's cops out of the hospital. There's loads of cops trying to protect the newsreader, and of course she's going there right, on her own. She ends up at home, of course. So yeah, I don't even know how long we talked for. So anyway, when she goes home, right, the place, he's hiding somewhere, and the way he reveals himself, it's quite clever. You think, oh my god, where the hell did he? Because there's a part where he stabs her. She's on the phone, and you didn't realise it was there until afterwards. It's crazy. And the part that really I thought this was quite clever is the part where he goes to the apartment. Right, look, of course the cops know where he is, of course, where he lives. He smashes his arm on this freaking glass, and he ends up at hospital to get to the reporter. And the last part is great, where it's like a cat and mouse thing, where she ends up in the elevator down the where is it, the basement, down the bottom of the hospital, at the bottom floor, whatever, basement, whatever. And it's like a cat and mouse thing where he's chasing her and stuff, and it's really good. The last part was really good. I kind of wanted to see a Shatner versus freaking Psycho. So Shatner versus Psycho. I wanted to see that, but we don't see it. But it's a shame, really. I wanted to see Captain Kirk versus Psychotic Killer. Who wouldn't want to see that fight? There's a fight. And so anyway, last part was great. I loved it. And the girl who got stabbed, the nurse, she ends up in the same place. It's like weird. Okay. So what I didn't like about this, nothing. I liked it. I really liked it. So what I liked about it, Michael Ironside's performance is great. He's a great actor. I love his acting. He's got such a strong presence about him, his voice and stuff like that. And he plays these villain roles pretty well. He can play good guys. He can play great villains. And this is like a really good performance. He doesn't talk at the beginning, and he starts talking later on. He's an interesting character. He's twisted, but at the same time, you can understand why. So yeah, so a good performance from all the cast. William Shatner too. Different kind of films that he's in, but he's really good in this. So yeah, I won't say this. I'm not saying he's in like a long time, but he gets good. He gets like good, like decent amount of time on screen. So yeah, so that's what I liked about it. Good performance, good death scenes in it. And I think it makes a great villain in it. Ironside. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5 because I really liked it. So yeah. So anyway, people, this is my review of Visiting Hours. Really good film. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's really interesting. Really good. If you like psychotic killers, slasher movies, it's really good. So yeah. So anyway, people, I'm going to go off now. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and take care, and have a nice week. And see you later. Bye.